Picture the year 1997. The world is excited. A new magic box is entering every middle-class home. It's a fake, heavy plastic computer. It connects to the telephone line and makes a loud, screaming noise before opening up the brand new internet. Politicians and businessmen are smiling on television. They tell us that technology will connect everyone. They tell us the future is bright, fast, and perfect. But a few young men from Oxford, England, look at the exact same screen and see a horror story. They do not see connection. They see an invisible prison. That year, Radiohead released an album called OK Computer. It sounded like nothing else on the radio. It sounded like a machine that was slowly learning how to cry. Was lead singer Thom Yorke simply a depressed rock star? Or did he somehow see the cold, lonely digital trap we were all walking into? To understand OK Computer, you need to remember the mood of the mid-1990s. In the United Kingdom, things were loud and happy. A cultural movement called Cool Britannia was everywhere. Bands like Oasis were playing to 250,000 people, singing big simple songs about living forever. The economy was growing. The Cold War was over. Western society felt like it had won the game of history. But look closer at the streets of London or New York in 1997. The modern office space is changing. People are moving out of factories and into small, grey boxes called cubicles. They sit alone for 8 hours a day. They stare into the glowing light of a computer monitor. Mobile phones are starting to appear in people's pockets. This means your boss can now call you while you are on the train. The line between work and private life is starting to disappear. We were told that this new world would bring us closer together, but the truth was, it was slowly stripping away our humanity. We were becoming parts of a giant machine. You were no longer a person. You were a consumer, a set of data, an employee number. The pressure to be productive, to buy more things and to smile while doing it was heavy. Radiohead hated the happy, confident music of their time. They felt completely out of place in this shiny new world. While other bands were drinking champagne and celebrating the end of the century, Radiohead felt like they were trapped inside a fast-moving car with no brakes, heading straight for a solid brick wall. The creation of OK Computer was born from pure mental exhaustion. Before this album, Radiohead spent years traveling the world in buses and airplanes to promote their previous music. Thom Yorke felt like he was losing his mind. He spent months looking out of dirty windows at endless highways, airports and hotel rooms. He later said he felt like a piece of meat moving along a factory line. He was terrified of cars. He was terrified of the speed of modern travel. This deep fear is the beating heart of the album. Listen to the first song, Airbag. It's a song about surviving a terrible car crash. Yorke sings about being saved by the piece of plastic and gas in a German car. It's not a happy song about living. It's a cold shock. He realizes that human life is incredibly fragile. Yet we completely trust heavy, dangerous machines with our bodies every single day. To record this album, the band did not go to a normal music studio. They rented a huge, empty, ancient mansion in the English countryside called St. Catherine's Court. This choice of location is deeply important. They recorded songs about a cold, digital future inside a building that was hundreds of years old. You can hear the natural echo of the old stone walls fighting against the strange electronic noises they were making. Thom Yorke had recently bought a Macintosh computer for his home. He did not trust it. He felt like the machine was looking back at him, judging him. This feeling led to the most disturbing moment on the album, a track called Fitter, Happier. Fitter, Happier is not really a song. It's a poem read by a robotic voice program from a 1990s Apple computer. The robot reads a boring list of rules for the modern adult. It tells you to eat well, go to the gym, avoid drinking too much, and be a good employee. It ends with the line, fitter, healthier, and more productive. A pig in a cage on antibiotics. This is the ultimate horror of OK Computer. The robotic voice is not forcing you to do anything. It's just listing the things we force ourselves to do. We want to be perfect. We want to be clean and productive. But in trying to be the perfect modern citizen, we lose our souls. We become exactly like the machine. Then there is Paranoid Android, a massive complex song split into 3 different parts. Yorke wrote it after spending a night at an expensive bar in Los Angeles. He watched rich, beautiful people screaming at the bar staff. He saw the pure, ugly violence hiding just under the surface of the polite modern world. When he sings, "When I am king, you will be first against the wall," he's capturing the quiet, boiling anger of everyday city life. But perhaps the most painful truth is found in the song Let Down. It's a song about transport. It describes people sitting on trains and planes, traveling thousands of miles but feeling absolutely nothing. Yorke sings about the feeling of being crushed like a bug in the ground. In the world where we can fly across the ocean in a few hours, why do we feel so incredibly empty? The music in Let Down sounds like beautiful sparkling stars, but the words are about totally emotional death. When OK Computer was released, it sold millions of copies. People called it a masterpiece. But did we actually listen to the warning? Almost 30 years have passed. Look around you right now. The big plastic boxes of 1997 have become smooth glass rectangles that we keep in our hands at all times. We never turn them off. We look at them when we wake up, and we look at them right before we fall asleep. We are completely tracked, measured, and connected. But are we happier? We live in an age of terrible loneliness. We build perfect online profiles to show the world how successful we are. We are still trying to be fitter, happier, and more productive. We still sit on trains, surrounded by hundreds of people, staring into our screens, feeling absolutely nothing. Radiohead did not just make a rock album. They built a time machine. They looked at the smiling faces of the 1990s and saw the ghosts of the future. The next time you unlock your phone in a dark room, listen closely to the quiet hum of the machine. The world is moving faster than ever. The airbag is ready, and we are still totally lost.